received, how many number of calls have we received? Real estate companies calling us, telling us that we always discuss sensitive information to the public. We said we have nothing to hide. We are here to stay. As I am a Gambian, my objective is to work here. To make and then create job employment. So I'm not afraid of anybody's face. I go everywhere I feel like going in the country.
Yes, welcome back to the studios. Once again, I have Mr. Osman Bojang. So today also is another beautiful day, and also today we are going to discuss something really important, especially in regards to customers.
Yes.
And it's also very important to talk about customers, talk about some of their challenges, talk about some things they need to know before they can buy their lands, and after they buy their lands, what next?
Yes.
And then some of the challenges also customers are facing, and how Biamo Group Limited is coming on board to make sure those problems are really tailored out and then settled down. So Mr. Osman Bojang, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
So how are you doing?
I'm doing good, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, so the last time we spoke, we talked about so many issues, but today we are going to shift our attention to customers.
That is true.
Because they are very important in every organization or every business that you go. Customers are priority and number one. So as the saying goes, customers are always right.
Yes.
I don't know how you take that saying.
That is true.
Is it very true? Like customers are always right?
That's 100%. They are right in form of being right, or they can be right in the form of you listening to them and work on your improvement when it comes to performance to drive maximum satisfaction.
Yeah. So like basically every company's main obligation is to make sure customers are satisfied first.
Yes.
Yeah. When customers are happy, business goes very well.
Yeah.
So that is really good. So today, first I will want you to talk about things customers will know, because we know land, everywhere you go, land is very sensitive, and because of its value, it has value, it appreciates over time, and lots of people are always scared into going into buying lands or investing lands because they are afraid of some of the things going on, like land scams and other factors. So today I want you to talk about things they should know, things they should consider before investing their money into land.
Thank you very much for that. Land is something that is a valuable asset. It appreciates over a period of time, and land is one of the natural resources in this earth. It is something that that have resources, not just you come and stay in there. The benefit of land, if we should sit here and talk about it, we're going to stay here the whole day. I can tell you that you can just buy a piece of land, and the soil itself has value. If you understand, where you put water seed and then you see seeds, you see fruits coming out of it. Where you dig, you see water. Where you dig, you might probably see gold or diamond.
Exactly.
If you understand what I mean. And it's something, and it's also an asset that you can build structures on for commercial, industrial. You understand, and for even residential purpose. So basically, getting land is something that is valuable, and as you can see, it's something that is a necessity that people should have. You understand, and one of the most important things in terms of commercial real estate or residential real estate is in terms of when it comes to inheritance. I would prefer someday we will also have a discussion where I will speak local language for also our own people that are listening to us.
Next videos.
Yes. So basically, it is like I am saying to you, like when it comes to land, it has resources, and the most important aspect is the lifespan of the land in terms of inheritance. When you buy a land, you're securing your future for your generations and generations and generations to come. So basically, this kind of asset is something that people will, I can say, do whatever that they can to get it in terms of either the legal way or the illegal way. So land is one of the most valuable and most precious assets in this world. It can be a source of settlement. It can be a source of food for someone. Like it can be a source of sustainability too. So land has a lot of values, things that you need to know before buying land. I'm just trying to tell you about the benefits of buying land. But when it comes to the things of that you need to know before buying land is, as a human being, every human being has a purpose. And we all have a life journey. What you want to achieve, at what stage you want to achieve it. We've seen examples of young graduates buying land.
Yes.
We've seen examples here in Biamo,
part-time workers
buying land. We've seen where pregnant women are buying land to secure for their babies. So Biamo Group, like I am saying, I can just out of context. It's a company that is doing amazing job in the Gambia. And I, as one of a founder and also the CEO of Biamo Group, I'm telling you, if we scale Biamo, the last time you asked me about the growth, I would say the significant impact of what Biamo is doing towards changing the lives of local people and international people. If you understand what I mean.
Yes.
In terms of local people, we have successfully secured lands that are residential purpose now for local people that would find it very difficult before meeting Biamo Group, and now they are living there. That's 100% proof of evidence. I can tell you that when it comes to diasporas, in terms of the reparts coming into the Gambia, because diaspora is two sets of diasporas. We have our own Gambian diasporans who are in diaspora and then going working, and then we have the reparts who are based in the diaspora and are relocated. So we can segment it as those that are coming to relocate and those that already live and are outside working and coming back again. If you understand, so these are two segments. Biamo Group caters for these two segments. The ones that live here, brought up here, and they went abroad to find greener pasture, and when they get it, they come back and buy houses, they buy lands through Biamo Group. And the ones that have never been to Africa, don't know where Africa is located, and they take the time to sacrifice their resources and come to Africa, and their investments are secure. The lands that Biamo Group have are 100% Biamos. We own the land. I can say it loud and clear. We own the land. You can go and do your checks and balance. The land belongs to Biamo Group Limited. Because me, as an owner of the business, like I said to you over and over and over and over a period of time, I am here to make sure that I create sustainability to the youths and also make sure that I build a good reputation to the Gambia. So we're not just selling off a piece of land. I'm telling you the value of what we are selling. We are representing this country internationally. Come to Gambia. It's the safest place on earth. Come and invest here. You are secure. Your investments are secure. In the Gambia, there has been never a single customer that stood up and said, I'm being scammed. I bought a land in the Gambia, in Biamo, with Biamo Group Limited, and when I went to the ground, that land was sold to 4 people. If there is anybody that have that, you can come online and say you understand that you have been scammed. That has never happened, because we make sure that our primary objective is to satisfy the customers, not just diasporans that are reparts who are relocating. Our own people, these are our brothers. We sell land to our families, and the lands that we are selling is the same land that our brothers and sisters are owning.
Yes.
And we are not here to be profitable, like to be enriching ourselves. I am here as a Gambian who is dedicated to work and serve his time here, to make sure that I have changed and built the reputation of Gambia. So I'm just not being the CEO, but I'm representing also the country. So like I said to you, honesty and integrity is something that is really meaningful if you're operating in this real estate industry, because your name can be destroyed.
Yes.
And we are going out of context regarding things that you need to know. It is something that you need to know when buying a land.
You should know the company that you are dealing with.
Exactly. You should know the company that you are dealing with. I mean, like you said, if we did the rating of the Biamo since inception in terms of growth, and I did explain to you that when we start, we were facing some challenges growing up. Like I said, there are no financial assistance when you're building a company, especially when it comes to real estate. So if you, as a young Gambian who have the initiative to develop your country by investing rather than going to the back way, and then you want to grow here, you want to also make sure that you give the opportunity to the youths that are on employed. We have, if you read Biamo, no, majority of the staffs are undergraduate.
Yes.
You understand they have not been to university, but they are securing here. We give them the experience, the skill set, and they are running the business. So things that you need to know before coming to Biamo Group is Biamo Group, when before it was also, created, it was done with 4 people. 4 people created this company. We created this company with the idea that we want to make sure that the people that are coming are their investments or the lands or the assets they are buying is secure. And we also wanted to make sure that to set light to the world that we come from different set of walk of life, background, color, or race or ethnicity, but we are Africans and we are here to work together. Things you need to know when buying land with Biamo. That was the sole purpose of creating the company, Biamo Group Limited. And then during that time, clients or customers were known to seeing our face on the media selling, but there is come a time where we have to hire staff because of the work overload was too much. Then when we hired staffs, then that was the transition from giving power to the younger generation. So there was lack of communication in the beginning because we were giving responsibilities to people that are undergraduate that don't have the skill set. So communication was one of the key factors that was lacking during the time of creating Biamo. Clients were making their install or their payments and they were getting the results that they wanted, but they were not being communicated. That leads to many clients feeling frustrated because they don't understand how the service or how the process works. You understand, and over a period of time, as a young company, which is normal, as you are growing in life, you learn, you adopt, you learn, you adopt, you learn, you adopt until today. If you understand what I mean. So things that you need to know when buying land is my personal relationship that I have outside of business have nothing to do with the context, with the brand, Biamo Group Limited. Because when you meet me at my house, I'm Usman, different from when I'm in the office. So my personality is live a low figure life. You understand? If we meet outside district, you wouldn't know that I am the CEO of Biamo Group Limited. And you wouldn't know that I am a founder of Biamo Group Limited. Because I believe that we are all equal in the eyes of God. So, when people are coming to buy lands, you also need to understand the things you need to know and things you need to understand before buying land. Because countless number of times we have come through occasions where reparts will come to the Gambia and then they have 1 or 2 friends that they bring in and they want to buy land. Those people convince them that these companies are companies that are not good, buy from me as an individual, and they are land and they are being scammed. Many reparts lose a lot of money when it comes to buying land in the Gambia because of the context scam. You understand? And if we see those kind of activities happening and we open the company solely to make sure that we satisfy the company, the customers' needs and wants. But the reality is you cannot satisfy everybody in this world. And I would also like to set light, that is to say that there has been a lot of segregation when it comes to the industry, and then in terms of people buying land. We have the local people buying land, we have the diaspora that are the Gambians that are living abroad also buying land, and we have the African descendants that are coming buying land. So even in terms of the African descendants, there is a lot of segregation, division among themselves. Because when it comes to Gambia, there is no organization or association or there is no company that is geared towards helping the reparts when they come to Africa, especially in the Gambia. Like they don't have a company or an organization that they can walk through to say that, okay, once I've arrived, these are the guides, these are the procedures, these are the companies you need to do. If you want to come to stay, this is the place you should be. If you want your security, this is where you should go. If you want to invest, these are the doors, these are the opportunities. That's why the diaspora market is scattered. Everybody is trying to get the piece of cake. Come to me, I am better. I know the country more than the local people. Don't go to that person. Come to us. You understand. There's a lot of division when it comes to reparts in the Gambia. That is why you have some Americans aside, you have the British aside, you have the Caribbeans aside. So at the end of the day, they all want a piece of land. So that's a conflicting interest, of how issues can arise. You understand? But in Africa, we are united, especially in the Gambia. There is no race, ethnicity. Somehow, we are all Gambians. And when you are coming to Africa, these are things that you need to know. That this land is a land of abundance and is also a land of unity and strength. We don't segregate who is who. Biamo is not here for African Americans only. We are here for local people. We are here for international people. We are here for the white, the black, everybody.
Yes.
That's why we opened the company. And if you come to the company, you don't see segregation. You don't see tribalism. We are all one. We are all the same. If you understand what I mean. So like things that you need to know before buying land is you have to do due diligence about the company. If you understand, it might be true that to get us as directors would be very difficult. Clients sometimes prefer talking to you instead of the company, but they forget that that company was built to cater for their needs and want. In the beginning, we were the ones that were doing it with our manual hands. You understand, but as time goes on, you have to shift responsibilities.
Because you guys are now working on the business.
Exactly.
Not in the business. Yeah, planning.
You understand, strategizing, making sure that we are on top of everything. So you have to give responsibilities to the younger generation to carry up the initiative. So these are so for me personally, getting me personally, I would rather know you.
Yeah.
If you understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, but in terms of business wise, it's going to be very challenging because I have a big company to run. I can tell you staffs, government. You understand? So the time that I might be spending when it was a younger company, it would be different from now that I have big rules. You understand? Majority of the rules that I have to carry, government, suppliers down there, and we have to make sure that you are on top of everything. So in terms of customer care and management, these are people that we put in place to make sure that they serve the interest of the clients or anybody that wants to do business with us.
Wow.
So on that regard, it's going to be very difficult. I see founders that are that are on consultancy. Like if you want to have my time, you can book appointment, because these are things that we do to drive, for us not to be distracted. We are not saying that customers are distracted. People that want us to get us, communicate with us are distracting us. No, we have a whole 1 year to plan, a whole 1 year to execute strategy. We have to make sure that the lands or the word that is said outside reflect on the company, and we have our reputation, not my reputation but the Gambia, because once one customer is feeling dissatisfied, especially in the international market, they will say in the Gambia. So the context of in the Gambia would comprise of me, you, and everybody that is
not
living
the person
in the
involved.
You understand?
Generalize it. Okay.
Yeah. So things that you need to know when buying land also is you have to understand that real estate companies can only make requests to government so that they can issue documentation. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
Once the client made their payment, we first have to get our own documentation first, and then proceed on the customer's documentation. And over a period of time, it takes time. So if we just facilitate, when a client purchases a land and then the issue alcalo is issued, that alcalo is an authentic alcalo transfer that we issue to clients. I'm saying it for everybody to know. Because that's the first authority. You get it and then you proceed to physical plan. You understand?
When you don't have your alcalo transfer, you can
No. How can you physical planning cannot draft a document of a land of ownership without proof of concept
from the alcalo?
From the alcalo under his consent that you did a finance or a business transaction in terms of exchange land to money between you and a company or you and an individual. So how would physical planning issue a document without an alcalo transfer that authenticates that this land belongs to I, the alcalo, who is the head of the whole community, satisfied that Mr. So is the owner of XYZ, and now he has transferred his rights ownership to Mr. BCD.
Okay.
You understand what I mean?
Okay.
So physical planning can do verification on the ground to know who the actual owner is, but they cannot issue a document without approval coming from the alcalde. That is the first stage of documentation.
Okay.
You understand? So what Biamo Group is doing by issuing documentation to customers when it comes to the first stage, that is the alcalde, is 100%. We cannot give an alcalde authentication document to an individual without owning that land. You understand? You first have to own, because you have to own the land. If you understand. So the lands that Biamo Group have, is 100% Biamo's.
Okay.
You understand? So there can be clients that can be, have issues and would want to withdraw. And I would like to also explain that in detail.
Yeah, we'll come to like some of the challenges.
Yeah, we'll come to some of the challenges too.
So now that you talk about
things that they need to know before buying.
Yeah, so it's very important to know that he talked about so many things, especially from doing your due diligence.
Yes.
Knowing the person or the company that you were dealing with, because he explained everything from the company, how it was set up, to the people working here, to the transition of Biamo Group Limited, and also, for documentation process, also some of the documents that you need to get and what stage you need to get some of your documents. So let's talk about also, now that they know this, so what next after they know this? When now they know all these things and they say, okay, now I want to proceed and go and buy my first plot of land or buy my plot of land.
Yeah.
So what next?
Well, with Biamo Group, if you are in the country, you have to go for site visit.
Okay.
If you are not in the country, you trust the system, we have a procedure on that. There are due diligence form that you need to fill, like I said to you.
Yes.
The FIU, to know who you are. Because it's very important. You understand? The person you are welcoming in your country, to come and have a piece of land in your country, you need to know what kind of person is that. Because he or she is going to integrate to society. Who is that person? Is he a good influence, a bad influence? You need to know. So that it's our corporate responsibility when it comes to security.
Okay.
So we need to know who we are selling these lands to. Who are they? What are they doing? Including us. Am I a drug dealer?
Yes.
You understand what I mean? So we need to know them. Because government can knock in our doors at any time. Do you know Mr. X? Oh yes, he did a financial transaction with us by buying land. He lives in this place. His occupation is this. His telephone number is this. His email address is this. He is staying in this. And then you give government the ability for adequate information of the individual. You understand what I mean? So due diligence is one of the key roles of Biamo Group Limited. If you understand what I mean.
Yeah.
Then once those requirements are met, then we can proceed on to other methods, and then you get your land.
So as you said, the first stage of documentation is alcalde.
Yes.
And then there is also physical planning. And what next? What are the other documents?
Then you can it's a long process. Depends on the individual.
Yeah, because sometimes what customers ask is, I want to buy land today and build tomorrow.
Well,
in the Gambia,
you buy today, you build tomorrow. Well, I would rather say you take your time, because the money that you're going to invest, you might lose it though.
Yes.
It might go to waste, because you need to do due diligence first. Take time to develop your property slowly.
But is it possible to buy today, build tomorrow?
Well, I wouldn't say it's not possible, because every business have their own model of operands. They all have ways of operating.
Okay.
Yeah, for us, we do due diligence. It takes a longer duration. Before we said come, we want to make sure that you already know that this is secure, and we do the groundwork for you.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's different.
It's different
here at Biamo Group Limited.
Yes.
So because of the documentation process, sometimes alcalde transfer when it's out.
Yes.
And then the land has to be cleared,
demarcated. Those are requirements that you have to fulfill.
And allocated.
Yes.
When it's allocated, then you can proceed with your physical planning and all the other documents that you might need.
That you might need.
Yeah. So okay, that's very good. And Also, we get these questions from diasporans, like they're asking, okay, now I'm from the diaspora, I'm not a Gambian, so what is the size that is permitted for me
Yes.
to own here in the Gambia, to own a land?
We have videos that are circulating that we did regarding that, because there is requirements of a non-Gambian who is want to reside in the Gambia. Where are the areas? I think we can have that kind of videos. Where are the areas that are permissible for you to get land, and what is the size, and what is going to be on the purpose of you buying that land? If you're buying a land for a commercial purpose, there is a requirement. If you're buying a land for a residential purpose, that is also required. There are requirements. So if you want to buy a land during, let's say for instance, for tourism purpose, you can get a big land for tourism purpose. You can get a big land for agricultural purpose. So they all have different stages. Yeah, different criteria.
Maybe like in next video we might talk about that. That is very good. So now that I want us to talk about some of the challenges, like because you mentioned some of the you mentioned one. The first question I asked about what are things they need to know, and then you talk about the diaspora community having been segmented.
So, that is true. That is real.
Now let's talk about let's talk about all the challenges, or some of the challenges that the customers are facing, both locally, like the local customers, and also the diaspora customers, like the international customers. What are some of these challenges they are facing, and what is Biamo Group doing to make sure that thing is, out of there again, like that bottleneck is out of there?
Information is very, very important, and the source of where the information is. There is a saying, not all informations are information.
Yes.
And there's a saying that all information need to be processed and filtered. If you understand, because too much of information is information overload. You see to it that you have to have facts. We receive clients that are complaining of saying that the alcalos that we are issuing, you understand, are not things, because we don't own. If you don't own the land, if you as a customer have the right to request for certain proceedings that the company have, like certain processes. When you are a customer, you've already purchased for a service, but you are not a customer and you request for the company to pull out proof of concept that we own these lands. How can we do that? I mean, we are doing a very good business. We are making sure that we share most of the information that other companies would rather keep. You understand? To show how good the company is. We receive, how many number of calls have we received? Real estate companies calling us, telling us that we always discuss sensitive information to the public. We said we have nothing to hide. We are here to stay. As I am a Gambian, my objective is to work here then create job employment. So I'm not afraid of anybody's face. I go everywhere I feel like going in the country. I don't hide. You understand? So we have to understand that too. At first, at the level in which, people, to the extent that they can go to destroy your company or your reputation. We've seen reports coming into our company with video evidences of discussing themselves as clients, as customers that want to buy. And I personally, I'm in the car driving them, and I hear a lot of things that they are saying regarding the diaspora. And tomorrow you see a video, the person coming, bringing out video saying that they should be beware of buying a land in Pirang. We are talking about things that you don't even know. That companies, you don't even know that companies have the right to go under agreement with landowners and be paying by installment. That is legal. That is legal. We have documents that are legally binded by government that give us the ability to do negotiations on said lands, to pay by installment, that customers don't even know. So you can, just because of I didn't show you a document, that doesn't mean I don't own. Just because of you went to physical plan and did not see me in the system, that does not mean that I don't own the land. There is a lot of misinformation outside there. Everybody wants to grab, like I said, the piece of cake. You understand? Come to me, I am better.
I am best.
Yes. So, you shouldn't go and, in Africa, we are united. You understand? If you come to Gambia, you cannot differentiate who is who. We treat people like the same as we treat ourselves. You understand? So for us, if you coming from outside, we don't look at you as an outsider. We look at you as someone that is a family to us.
Okay.
But there is a lot of segregation. Just because of I am, a Jamaican, the black Americans will not come and buy to me because of my tribe. You understand? So there is a tribal segregation in the diaspora market. I'm very sorry to tell you this, but it's the actual truth. You go to certain places around the Senegambia area, you see a set of group owning one restaurant and they name it this.
Okay, you give it to their...
Yes.
Okay.
You go and then to another place, you've seen a set of individuals. So when reparts come, like I said to you, there is no form of organization or unity. When they come, I'm going to find my own people somewhere. You understand? I'm going to find my people are in this. And when you go, you will believe the individual because the individual is coming from the same country as you. So you will see him, okay, he come here, he know the place. You understand? So whatever information he gave me, don't trust the locals, you wouldn't trust the locals. They are like this, they are like, you understand what I mean? So there's a lot of segregation. I know I'm going to have a lot of criticism saying this thing, but it's the actual fact and the reality. I see you as an African brother or sister. I don't see you as an American. Your color, your ethnicity don't matter to me. What matters to me is we are black in heart and black in skin. You understand? So me, I treat you as the same as you treat me. It's a reciprocal way of life, So me, I'm not interested to know if you are this or that. I see you as one family. If you understand, I can give you a long discussion where there was a day. There was this report that came and then he wanted me to come and pick him up to the airport. So as we were going, I was driving. I told him the world is an unfair place to live. He said, "How do you mean? Why do you say that?" I tell him, "You are an African, a black man like me, coming to my country with free visa to whenever you feel like going. What makes you better than me? Is it my fault me being born as an African in Africa? I did not create myself." He said, "Nah, but it's the way life is." I said, No, it's the truth.
Is it true?
You and I are the same. If you come to my country, can I go to America and get a piece of land?
No.
I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Yes.
It is possible, but it entails hard work.
Yeah, a lot of
I cannot come there and say, "You scam, this is scam." No. You understand, there's a process. So as I was talking to him, at first he was angry, but he listened to the words that I was saying. He said, "You are very right." I said, "Why do you have a right over me?" He said, "I'm coming from the first world." I said, "There's nothing like first world or third world. Is it not the same air that you're breathing?" He said, "Yes, you are right." I said, "So you coming to my country and get a piece of land to my country is not a right, it's a privilege. It is not a right for me to have a land in my own country. Because I cannot go anywhere and then get the land by force. I have to pull out my own money. You understand? And buy the land. So there is a lot of things that we need to know. These are challenges. We blacks feel inferior over the other. I can speak the English, I'm better than you. You understand? So these are things that we need to change. We need to change our mindset as Africans because we are all black. It doesn't matter if you're an African, American, Caribbean, or whatever. We are all blacks in the eyes of God.
So you talk about the diaspora. So what are some of the challenges like the local
people
are facing?
Facing me personally, I normally face that.
Now let's say take an example from you, like yourself.
Dealing with our own people is one of the most difficult things. Because they are born here just as they have the same right as you have here in the country, and they know what is happening in the real estate industry. So your reputation and credibility, that is where you hold on to. You understand? Because you as a human being or as a company have a vision to achieve something which they cannot see. So it's going to be in a force of a push and pull. But at the end of the day, when they are satisfied, our own people, they are good. They recommend people. They can fight with you, and that's how Gambians are. I want this, I don't trust this, that. Sometimes I stay on the phone for 2 hours, 3 hours on a group conversation. Everybody is bringing in their opinion. I receive threats, death threats. I receive calls from State House, from the headquarters police, And then some people have to go up to the point of going to the headquarters to check about my profile. Yeah, I receive calls.
Wow.
You know, to check my profile, whether I have I committed a serious criminal, act or something. You know, they go, and then for me, I'm here to stay. This is my country. This is where my father, mother are born. My kids, you understand? So this is, I don't have nothing than the Gambia. This is home to me. I'm looking for a second home, that is Senegal. But as
So thank you very much for those words. Like, it's also very important to know about things, to know something. Like, you want to buy a land here in the Gambia. It's important to know everything before buying.
Exactly.
And then when you buy, it's also important to know what next.
Yes.
Like, what are the things that you have to go through, some of the processes. As he rightly mentioned, it's possible to buy and build, but it's best for you to take your time, do your due diligence, make sure like you get all your documents intact before going ahead with your process, like building and stuff.
Even if the company can give you guarantee that you can go ahead, you can still go ahead.
So like, that is also very, very important. And thank you very much. I think we are running out of time, so just quickly just give us like a final breakdown of everything that you said, and then maybe a possible advice to our customers watching that are actually hearing maybe words from outside, telling them, don't buy at Biamo Group Limited because of this, or don't buy at that company, or don't do this. And most of the time what happens is, these are customers that already get their plot of land, and then they own their land. No matter how long it takes, they might take their documents. If they discourage you not to buy and the land is sold out, and then one day you might come, and they start building their own house there. You might come and see, oh my God, how I wish I bought. You tricked me into not buying, and now you're building your own house.
So, Mr. Way, to be quite honest to you, if we should talk about this, is a broad, it's a long topic that we can
that's why I want you to just break it down.
What I will tell you is, out of all the issues, we understand that communication was a barrier with Biamo Group, because as we were growing as a company, a young company, which is understandable. You see your loopholes, you work on them, because life is no one is perfect. You understand, there is no perfect company in this world. Even the biggest giant companies are having issues. So as you are also growing, you are adjusting towards change. You understand, make sure that you fulfill your commitments to your suppliers, government, and then also the customers. There is no fat service in success. I mean, we know of the value of what we are selling to our clients. That's why we put our lives on it. Biamo Group is 100% safe company. 100% safe company when buying a land. Because for me, I don't sleep without making sure that the land is secured. You understand? Me as the CEO of Biamo Group Limited. And we make sure we prioritize the customers. And they also need to know that the money that they are buying these lands are invested on the said asset that they purchase. It's not money that we are using lavishly to live and call ourselves millionaires. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire. I have not even reached to that level. These are dreams that we want to achieve in the future, not now. It's time for work. It's not time for party to live lavish as young Africans. If you look at the population density of Africa, 80% is the youths. And the youths, like the saying goes, the youths are the future of tomorrow. But in our generation as young Africans, we did not have the privilege wherein our parents have to start saving for us when we were young. So you have to build your reputation and fight for your kids and their future and their great grandkids too. So your reputation precedes you as a human being. Biamo Group is a company that is legit, and it's a company that is here to stay. I would want your kids to work in this company, and I want you to build a legacy working for Biamo Group. If you understand what I mean. So it's not about the money. If we were money oriented, I wouldn't be here right now to be quite honest. I would be lavishing somewhere with my life, But I'm not. I'm working, coming to work, making sure that I give my consultancy, and then do my best to make sure that at least my country have a reputation, a good reputation at the international market. But in everywhere you go in this world, you have good and you have bad. You understand? Yeah. So
thank you very much.
You're highly welcome.
I think that is very clear. And just to buttress some things, Biamo Group Limited, we are the most secure. And then because like if you go to, we have an estate at Lamin Mandira, and currently people are living there.
Yes.
If you want, you can come and then we can take you to Lamin Mandira.
Yes.
And you can go see yourself. Or if you know our estate at Lamin Mandira, just go there right now. You see people living there currently. Some are building their houses there currently, and also Pirang Phase 1 and Phase 2, others are building, you know, starting their construction, fencing and stuff like that. So Biamo Group Limited, like every land that we sell to you, believe it, your land is 100% yours. That land is 100% yours. So
that is true.
People might say a lot of things about a growing company because Biamo Group Limited is a growing company.
It's a growing company.
We are going.
Yes.
Everything that you're saying out there will not stop us from, you know, from going ahead.
That is
so. We will keep going, and we will make sure like the customers that are really happy, because we get a lot of testimonies from customers, as you rightly mentioned the last time, that we never pay any customer. Or we never beg any customer to share his or her testimonies. Most of them, all of them come here and then do it out of free will.
Yes.
You know, they are very happy doing it and saying everything out of their heart. They are really happy about our services. We don't hide anything, as you rightly mentioned. Others attack us and say we leak a lot of sensitive information.
Real estate companies say that we talk too much.
Yeah, they say we talk too much, but that's the essence. We have to make sure
people
we
understand.
know you. We have to make sure you understand everything that we are doing, how this industry is working. It's also your right.
Yeah.
So let me let you go. So finally, do you have anything you want to say?
Well, we have the Phase 5 available, you know.
Okay.
And then, you know, at least, you know, we are here to stay, like I said. And, you know, like I said to you, we are here to stay. The company is safe, and then we are growing. Also, we are making sure that we fulfill our commitments to make sure that customers, we're working both day and night to satisfy our customers, and that is our priority. So anybody who bought a piece of land with Biamo Group, you need to sleep good.
Anyway, if you want to go anywhere and sleep, come 5-10 years, your land is still there. You don't do anything.
You can take a mat, you go and place it in your land and sleep till the whole day. No one will come and tell you get out of this place. That is success that we did.
That is really, really amazing. So thank you once again. I'll have you again next time. Maybe we'll talk about some of these, some other topics. Maybe we'll talk about some other topics. But as you rightly mentioned, our Pirang Phase 5 estate is still available. It's on sale at Pirang. So we have Pirang Phase 1, 2, 3, 4. So everything solar now, we are having Phase 5. So make sure you own yourself a piece of land at Pirang. Be part of the growing community. We want you to be a landowner at Pirang. So reach out to these numbers right now, and the team will assist you, because we are here. We work 24 hours, 24/7. We are working. So anytime you call us, anytime you ring the numbers, someone will definitely answer to you and will give you all the assistance that you need, or everything you need to know. Or also subscribe to this channel. Follow us on all our social media platforms, where we share every information that you need to know about real estate, about Biamo Group Limited. We share everything. So thank you very much once again. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. Until I see you guys on the next episode. Bye-bye.